Oh, that's hot.
Hey everybody, welcome back, and welcome if you're new to Nothing's Wrong podcast. I'm Isabel.
And I am Catherine. Welcome back, Isabel.
Welcome back. Thank you for holding it down while I've been gone.
Yeah.
I hope you guys been catching up on all of the episodes that has been going on in my absence.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you for holding it down.
Yeah. So we also had children holding it down today. This
Yes.
afternoon.
Did you guys check out the live? I just finished watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
What did you think? What do you think?
I love it. Like, I'm always talking and I speak so passionately when I speak about the youth because they are the future, and what we give our children and how they think matters. And yeah, so just to hear their opinions and what they think about what's been the propaganda that's going on to brainwash them right now. And I think that's an important conversation to have with your children. And I think that's what a lot of parents are doing. I mean, a lot of parents are homeschooling their kids now, so they're not leaving it to the government.
Yeah. I was so proud of them to hear them speak. So, like, you know, they had a mind of their own, and I'm like, I'm grateful to like see that in them, because the media will say so much, and you'll hear TikTok. They brought up TikTok conversation, and it's like, they're consistently brainwashed, but it's like, you got to understand that there's children out there that have a mind of their own. So that is the most beautiful part. It's like,
Tone Deaf says, Izzy, hi.
We all missed you.
Thank you.
We all missed you.
What's up, Tone Deaf? Guys, always check out TDR Network.
Yes.
You already know we're on there. A whole bunch of other podcasts is on there. Tone Deaf is on there, holding it down. So yes, thank you for shouting me out. It's funny when people call me Izzy because
you don't even tell them that your name is Izzy.
But it's like only like people in my childhood, like when I was younger, like teenager, call and like kind of like early 20s, know me for Izzy. And then, you know, as you become older, people change your name. But
exactly.
Yeah. Nice. So the art of minding your business. Let's get into it, because that is exactly kind of what you guys touched on a little bit, and kind of what we wanted to talk about.
Yes. The art of minding your business. It's a beautiful artwork. It's like a painting that you put on your wall, and you pass by it every day, and you smile, and you go on with your day, because you even minded your business on top of your artwork. It's like, that was in the past, and I'm on my business with that, because you created it and you put it in the wall, and you pass by and you say, continue my experiences, and minding your business, because so much better opportunities comes in with that.
Right.
I feel like that's like the time where you feel like you just, dang, a lot of people want to connect with me because I'm minding my business. I'm so busy. I'm starting to get a text message. I'm so busy that I'm starting to have people like leave me something that has a value of doing business together, or whatever the case may be.
Right.
It's like everything keeps going.
Ibrahim says, welcome back, Belle. I'm happy to see you, baby. Thank you, Mom.
So sweet.
Thank you.
She's always on live.
Thank you guys for always, being here, supporting, riding with us. And all of you guys out there that watch the playback and listen to it on the podcast. But yeah, like you were saying, like, and sorry guys if you hear all of this popping going on, because apparently
it's a holiday.
It's a holiday.
Holiday season.
These people love fireworks. So pardon.
You just and you know what's so crazy? You said that don't be surprised if someone's really shooting somebody on top of those fireworks sounds.
Yeah, because there's so much popping going on. Like, you can get away with anything. Even somebody screaming, you won't be able to hear. Somebody can get robbed. Somebody can get raped. It's not safe outside on the holidays. That make a lot of noise. So, anyways, shoot, minded your business. But like I was saying, like you were saying, like we were saying,
that drink was really good. It's sparkling water with fruit.
Nice. Thank you. I have it with me. Let me try some.
I love like the fruit. Like I used to be like, oh, I don't like this particular fruit. I only like this particular fruit. And then now, as I mind my business and not get brainwashed on what I like, what I don't like, I just try it and then I make my decision.
Right.
And I enjoy that.
So like when we were really thinking about what we were going to have the show about, because usually we just kind of freestyle, which you guys know, that's what we do out here. We come on and say what we got to say and then go and live our lives and then come back on next Sunday, say what we got to say and live our lives.
Say what you need to say.
Right. So there's not much planning going in, but since this is technically our second season because we're in our veteran years ahead of us, we know that there's a kind of leveling up that needs to happen.
On top of
you can't freestyle every song,
you know? Yeah, so you gotta actually have
a song, you know, you gotta put together an album. So we wanted to really kind of touch on topics that, guys, this popping, I'm not gonna address it again, but it's going off. It's going crazy. So this is one of the topics. So the art of minding your business. We were talking about it, and the reason why we brought it up is because when I was minding other people's business, and I realized that all the stuff that they were saying, all the stuff that was going on in their lives, I was like invested in it, and had feelings about it, where it was not being reciprocated the other way around. It was just them and their problems and their lives and all that stuff. And it was so draining. And I was like, I no longer want to be a part of this. I no longer want to be in people's business. I want to mind my own business because I have a way more other things to do than sit here and be nice and listen to what you have to say.
Right. And if you're going to mind anybody's business, you should be minding the business of the earth.
Right.
Because there's so much things going on outer space that's coming in space and the things that's happening in the world.
Right.
That if you want to mind anything, you should be minding that.
Right.
And also minding your own business so you can actually, after finding that information, moving on to what's more important.
Which is yourself. I mean, the most important thing that you need to work on and that you need to focus on is yourself. And people try to distract you and make you think you need to care about something else. If you're not right, the whole concept of the airplane, that makes sense on so many levels. You got to save yourself before you can help somebody else.
Right.
And a lot of us want to save everybody, so we're distracting ourselves from saving ourselves. And then we sit on deathbed not we, because that ain't me. I work on myself constantly.
But I know we're talking about that.
Yeah.
But I really didn't want to have season 2 talk about negative things in life.
Right.
The youth came on earlier with the positive energy within themselves.
Right.
And I think the brainwash mentality of we have to worry about this and we have to mind our business about that. Like I said, if you're going to mind anything, mind what's going on in the world. Why is climate change happening? Why is all that stuff? Things that you could really focus on that can make a difference in the world than to mind somebody's business about their relationships or what their money look like or what their problems are. It's like, if you got so much time and energy to do all that, let's go work in the farm. Let's go see what's happening with the animals and see, like, really.
But I think that's also like social media culture.
Yeah,
social media culture gets you like this on Facebook. Like if you guys are sitting here watching us, listening to us, you're in our business, right? So that's the culture that we live in. Is like
our business.
Social media is like we're in each other's business. We know everything about each other, but we're not close with each other. We're not actually friends. We're not actually caring about the person other than like superficial caring. I watched a TED Talk. I don't remember the woman's name, but she was talking about this like fake sympathy that is going on because of social media. It's like we post because we care about what happened, but it's so superficial because we think that the post is enough to make a difference. And it's like, oh, I'm spreading awareness. But what is awareness without action? Just not you can't even plead ignorance at that point because you know better, but you're not doing better. And that is, what's the point of that?
The point is to waste your time.
Exactly. Keep you in a distracted loop. So even caring about things, like I'm not telling people not to care about climate change or what's going on politically or what's this stuff like that. But even that stuff is just a distraction. That's just your entertainment. That's your form of entertainment, because you got to really think of it. When you came down to this earth, when your soul, I mean, I forgot the movie Soul, actually. The movie Soul, watch it. It shows you the process. They always do in these Disney films. The ones that are aimed towards children, they always tell you the truth in them. As you're choosing to go into this world, you're going down from the soul. I mean, from a soul coming down, it looked like a little sperm too. Another symbolism. Anyways, coming down into this experience, you ultimately don't care about what happens here. You're just here to experience, to grow, to learn, to just, even if it's a good life, bad life, because if you understand the idea of you chose this life, like you have a karmic debt for each life that you go into. So you know, like kind of wherever you stopped at, you kind of pick back up again and you get the karma of that past life. Then you realize that the life that you're living is ultimately one that you keep on choosing. So it's up to you to make the changes in your life. So even if you don't make it to, you know, wherever status spiritually you believe you're going to get to, your next life, you'll be able to have a jump start and be able to reach different higher heights in that life. And when you're thinking like that, when you're thinking like, you know, whatever it is that I'm doing, whatever that could be going on, all I know is that I got to live my life. And I know I'm going on and on, but like, even like there's a Drake lyric out there, but he's like, you know, he says like, look at the plane. I said I wasn't going to mention the plane, but look at the plane. Damn. F am I saying or something like that? He got a plane. There's so many, like, don't cap yourself. That's the thing. Society will tell you to cap yourself. And this kid got out of rapping, something that really doesn't make anybody money. The majority of the people who make money is very small. It's a small number compared to the people who actually say that they're rappers. And the ones that actually make it. That shows you there's no cap. But society keeps telling you there are caps, there are caps, there are caps, there's definitions, there's this, there's that. And it's like, I'm here to experience life.
They're like, no, you're here to experience the life we're going to give you. And that's where people start dragging themselves into that kind of lifestyle. Not choosing what works best for them, but what works best for the media. Whatever's on social media, they got to have some kind of lifestyle like that. Whatever they got on whatever the hottest thing is in the fashion industry, they need to have a Birkin. Need this. They need to have a dude that's making mad money. Like, this is just a society who can't that doesn't think for themselves.
It's a social media society.
Yeah, it is a social media society
filled with trolls that's shifting the narrative,
right,
and getting people to think this is AI intelligence at its finest.
And then also, like, with the youth conversation we had earlier, they were saying that now Sinai was saying that the generation, when we leave, her generation are going to have to acknowledge their sexuality or their pronouns of who they are. And she's like, this is like the control that's going to be here, where you're no longer going to identify yourself as a woman or as a man. It's like you have to it's no longer going to be, are you African American or the list of minorities?
It's going to be your sexual preference.
Right.
Or your pronoun. And the thing of it is, we're doing this all because of somebody's feelings.
Right.
Not because of science, which people love to throw out. It's like, okay, well then if you want to bring up science and that other thing, then we're going to bring science up in that conversation.
Right.
And scientifically, it's just like, we're just talking about dumb things. And this is what this administration wants you to focus on. Why is this so important?
And there's so much other
things that are so much more important.
Right.
And look at what's going on in the news. And where's Dr. Fauci? All this stuff is just a big finesse game. And it's fine. I mean, you know what? I don't got a problem with it. They could do whatever they want, because at the end of the day, they're showing you guys in plain sight. It's up to you to wake up and know that you're being finessed. There's a trap there.
Okay.
You either see it or you don't. A lot of people just walk into the trap, even in the rap songs, they call it the trap music to get you trapped. Even when you listen to like trap music, that's kind of like more like funky, the house, like that type of trap music where it's like a different type of beat that's more house and funky. That trap music is basically putting you in a trap right there in that drug that you're in, because it's like a trance trap music where you're in there. The whole thing tells you exactly what they're doing, and it's just, I mean, we could talk about it all day.
I know.
Mind your business.
It's the art of minding your business and literally creating a business while you're minding your business.
Right.
Creating a new lifestyle. That's the thing. And then also we talked about chasing the scene. Like that chasing the scene lifestyle. It was so, like, you could say that was for your youth. You've experienced it before.
I mean, I was in LA for like my 20s, my early 20s till now.
Yeah.
And when I was like more into the Hollywood scene and really going out and partying, and when I say partying, like I always say, I'm not talking about drugs, because I know we have to make that clear, because there's some drug addicts and they think that that's what it is. And that's cool. But doing all of that partying and trying to be in the scene and trying to be seen and wearing things for attention and being like, not vulgar, because we were never that, but like just being loud and not the tone, but just in the presence. But gratefully, we were still classy.
Yeah.
And we
were classy. I don't think I was classy.
When you look back at your pics.
I was looking back at my pics. I was like, girl, you were hot, dirty, nasty mess.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. You are so not that girl anymore.
No, not anymore. But definitely inappropriate, I would say.
Yeah, but you were young, and when you're young, I feel like you get inappropriate, and then as you grow up, you realize maybe that's not the right outfit
maybe you
for me.
shouldn't wear that.
Right. Even things that I was like wearing out like in late 2019, I'm like, well, I would never wear that right now. Like, what was I wearing? Like, I went out and I had like some bodysuit, and it was like kind of like weird. It had like one sleeve here and like one thing here, and it was like super tight. And then I had like some jean shorts that were like cut really short, and I had some boots on and like an army fatigue jacket and like a leg chain.
I thought you were really cute. I think you were very stylish for your age group. You had the dreads, you had the different the faux locks, and you had the different hairstyles. I love the faux locks on me. And then I
love your hair now.
Yeah. And I was very beautiful. When I got it done, I was like, I don't think I never did braids. Like, I was never a braid girl. Only one time I was a braid girl when my hair fell out because I bleached my hair. And literally when I bleached my hair, I was so crazy because I think I actually permed my hair, and then I wanted to bleach my hair so bad because I was like, I want to go to school and I want to look really cool, but I want to go to school with blonde hair. And then I was like, but school's tomorrow and I really need to bleach this thing. And I only think I had the perm for like probably like a week or something. And I was like, nah, it's okay. I could bleach my hair. And I bleached my hair. The whole thing came off up here. It was so embarrassing.
Oh my God.
I was
on
like,
the top of your head, just like a patch.
Like a patch. And it was blonde. And I was thinking, and we talked about it earlier, I was like, why didn't I dye my hair? Like, go get the box and go buy a black dye. And I was so stupid. And I was like, and I put like box braids in my hair, and then I put the scarf on top of my hair so that nobody can see it. And then my school was like, excuse me, you need to take that thing off your head. And I was like, no. And I told them, I was like, no, purpose of religion, blah, blah, blah. They was like, no, you got to take that off. And I was like, I will never come back to school again if you make me take this off my head.
Right.
Like, no. And then he was like, and I think he had me take it off. And I was like, oh, I can't stand him. And then the next class, I made sure I had it. So I don't know if anybody paid attention. I don't know what I did. I probably kept it like that because I was young. So, when you're young, you don't really know nothing. And instead of just like flipping it over or something
or wrapping it.
Yeah, no, I kept it just like that and seen the frizz, and it was like, whatever. And then I put it on my head. And when I was younger, I was like, these people don't know you. And so I sat in my class and I finished the class and I didn't talk to anybody in that class. I was like,
that's how
I would never talk to any of you guys again.
That's how I do things now, though.
Yeah.
It's like, if like, because you want to go take a photo or something like that, but you don't, it's like a crowded full place and everybody's kind of looking at you if you have your camera out.
Oh, that's
and it's like, so you kind of feel like kind of embarrassed and intimidated to not do what you want to do.
That's me.
You still got to do it.
Yeah, I end up not doing it.
You still got to do it.
Right.
Because even when you're feeling that way, that's when it matters to do it, because you got to live life. People like strong people.
Right.
People like people who stand behind whatever they stand behind, no matter if you believe in it or not. Confidence is key.
Right.
So if you're being like the one that's going to stand there and pose for the camera while your friend takes the photo, and you don't care if people think that you're full of yourself or that you don't care.
Right.
That's beautiful.
I think that's 100%, because that's what I did today at the cookout that I went to. And me and Sinai made the video. We had Barbara on. And so it was like, I know I'm with people, but I know I wanted to do the show because I wasn't sure when you were going to get back because you were also doing your thing. So it was like, you know what? Like, I don't want to leave them hanging. I wasn't here last week. So it's like, yeah. So like, yeah, I have to have like, that's what I'm enjoying about myself right now is that I'm not like being afraid to be myself. Like if I need to get things done and it involves me recording myself, I'm going to do it because I dedicated my time to do this show called Nothing's Wrong Podcast. I have to at least, you know, put something out there. And the thing about it is like we're also letting you guys know to mind your business. You don't even have to be coming on the show and paying attention to what we have to say. But the thing about it is our show that I want for season 2 is more so not being a hater and talking about people and saying things like that. And we don't do that. All of our things is like empowering one another to do better. Right. So here is just a place where it's like if you didn't get your mind right and you were like drifting off because you're on social media right now. So it's like, at least let me hear something good before I go to bed. You know, let me hear something that's going to motivate me tomorrow to do better. And that's where you stop at. That's where you come here to Nothing's Wrong Podcast to get a taste of that.
Okay.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for real.
Yeah.
And like even like going off of what I was saying about having that confidence to be able to do things in front of a crowd of people.
Right.
Even knowing your boundaries and your limits, setting boundaries. Minding your business is setting your own boundaries. That's another thing. Somebody who's saying, hey, say you're going on a date. You only got an hour for this guy or a girl. You set a limit. Say it's a first date. You don't sit there and hang out with them all day. You set a limit.
I think that is something a lot of women are not doing. And I could take that I have been that person that stayed longer than I should have.
Right.
But I've learned that, you know, and I'm grateful for that because it's like, yeah, because that's how you build a relationship with somebody.
Right.
That person don't want all of you just because they want you. Don't mean that they really want you. They're also testing you too, women. Right. You know, they're not saying, hey, you know, I want you. And they sure do want you. Right. But they don't want you. Like don't take them literally. Like take your time with them. Right. They want to get to know you, you know, without like,
if you want them to get to know you.
Exactly. Even though that they do want you to do it. Trust me. They like, yeah, I'm ready for it.
Right.
But it's
and some guys don't mind. They want you to do it. Hey, let's get it done with. Let's know that we, you know,
because they don't got no time.
Because they don't got no time. But if you know that you're not that type of person, don't move on that person's time. If you know that you need time and that person don't got no time, right? Let that person move on to somebody who don't got time either. But you need some time. Be honest with yourself. Right. And I think a lot of that goes because people kind of adjust to other people's mood, especially women will just adjust to what the guy wants to do. So you kind of just like, if he's like, hey, let's, you know, head to my place after. And it's kind of like, I don't really want to, but I guess I'll go. What else is better? And so
your sleep. Or the thing that you said that you was going to do that you forgot because you went out with this person. All the important stuff that you got going on.
Right.
Because that person just came into your life. You had a life already before they got here.
And what kind of what exactly? And is this person worth interrupting your life? That's the thing I think women need to think about more is like, how much is this person interrupting my life? As much as am I interrupting his? Because let me tell you something about men. They will never let you interrupt their lives. No. They will not stop. They will not. Okay. A woman could go through a breakup. She could lose her job.
Yeah.
Because she's so damn emotional about it. A man could lose a girl. He can go get a promotion.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's just going to throw himself into work. This is like, we got to understand how others think. Each other think, especially if we're going to be dating and we're going to be, and we want somebody who really wants us and we want real relationships. And I think that's the beauty of life is relationships. It's it's nice to end. If we were here by ourselves, it would be so boring. I think a lot of people would have killed themselves, like a lot of people. Yeah. If we were living in a time where, there wasn't a lot of people, which they're trying to push. But
yeah, I think if we were in that time, a lot of people will definitely...
boring. People like to be around people.
They will definitely go crazy.
And you need other people to feed off of. And you can have like masterminds with other people, because when 2 minds come together, 3 minds come up. When, now there's 3 minds in the room. Right. When even like, this is another thing that I realized, even when you're around people, like I remember being on set, me, you, and we were on a set and it was an all Black cast. And so we were just like hanging out. It was so much fun. I never laughed so hard, because y'all know our people, melanated folk, we some funny people.
Oh yeah.
I never laughed so hard. Everything was funny. Everybody had the jokes. Right. Everybody knew. Like, I was like, this can't be even real.
Oh my God.
How's everybody funny?
Nobody had time to get up to go do the shot.
Girl.
It was like, because everybody was just... And the funny thing is, like, yes, we know how to have a conversation. We know how to, like, make each other laugh. And everything is so funny. But we can get down to business.
Because they're not brainwashed to get down to business.
No. It's like
they're brainwashed to dance.
Yeah.
You guys see Black TikTok takes a strike on TikTok and not making no dances. And then these white TikTokers don't know what to do, because they were making their money off of stealing these people's dances. And that right there, and it's so crazy.
That's crazy.
And it's so good
right now.
Shout out to them. Shout out to the Black TikTokers. Shout out to them, because that right there, that's how you show people. You stop. That's the same thing with the people who, are running those transgender men, women, whatever, sir-mams. Those sir-mams, they are getting into women's sports and they want to go compete against women when scientifically is. So you're not going to let me bring this together.
Yeah.
They're not going to let Sha'Carri run because she was caught smoking weed. Having THC in her system. I don't know if she smoked it, so I take that out. She had THC in her system. She's suspended.
Yeah, for 1 month.
But you're letting a whole other biological man compete against biological women, and that's okay. And me, if I was one of those women, I would get together with all us biological women and we would not compete. Would not compete. We would have a strike and we would stand down and not support them. Because I don't mind what you want to do to your body,
right?
Who you call yourself. But because transgenders don't have their own sports, you're gonna have to run with what your biology is.
That is 100%.
So go outrun these guys with your wig and your boobs. Go outrun them, and we can celebrate you that way,
right?
But don't come over here trying to get us. Like we don't want that.
No, no,
we don't need that.
No, absolutely not. That's so unfair.
There are UFC fighters.
Right. I know. A woman
knocking out
women.
That's a man. This is okay. This is the world that we're living in, guys.
And this is sad.
This
is what the youth were saying. This is the
it's out of control
that they're living in.
It's out of control.
That is the world that they're living in.
And they make it like saying that would hurt their feelings. What's hurting their feel? I feel like most transgenders should understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, science can't take you all the way. It can only take you so far. We're gonna have to respect the fact, like the facts here. Because now, unless you like, why wouldn't you want to go face the men? Why wouldn't you want to show as a woman, a transgender woman, you can dominate men? Why wouldn't that be something to strive for? Why would you even want to go against somebody who's physically lesser than you?
I think the thing is
that's where you show your true colors.
The ones that hate women, and I apologize. I don't want to offend anybody, but you have to say that in today's time because you will get arrested. We're almost on the level of China, where you can't really have freedom of speech.
And that's disgusting.
And what kind of world are we really living in? And that's why the art of minding your business is like you mind your business, but then you also live in society and you have to like tap in sometimes. And you're like, this is who I have to deal with.
Right.
These are the earthlings I have to walk around with.
Right.
Like,
over emotional, mental health problems.
Right.
It's just ridiculous. And at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, fine. There's all of that.
It's like the mask
just gotta be like,
it's like,
right,
yeah. It's like
whatever.
It's the same as the mask thing. It's like
just accept them for who they are. This is your family.
Yeah.
That's why I don't hold anything against anybody, because at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, especially since they're showing you guys aliens now, even though, like I said before, they've been here, that's why you gotta watch the stories.
And it's like, you guys, that's why I suggest everybody to watch Stargate SG-1.
Yes.
And really stop watching TV like you watch TV all the time.
Entertainment.
This thing called
These are
life,
documentaries.
like, look what's going on in this world today. Look what's happening in your world. Look at the politics that's happening. Look at the chaos with genders, and look at the people who decide to be criminals, and look at everything that's happening.
Your news channels,
right?
Propagandizing diseases and
if you want to mind any business, go watch Stargate SG-1. I want to make a review of it, because if we make a show about it and put it towards the people who watch the show, so people who watch the show can relate to it,
right,
you'll get that. Maybe it'll be something that we're not basically saving,
but I remember
live, but like,
but I remember you were talking to somebody and you asked them, you said, hey, when you watch television, do you watch it for entertainment? Or when you watch movies or television, do you watch it just for entertainment? Or do you watch it for like decoding? Do you see what it's actually saying? And they were like, I just watch it for entertainment.
Yeah.
And the thought never passed their mind to be like, but what is this decoding thing that you're saying?
No. They didn't even want to tap into that.
And that right there is like, a lot of people just want to keep their eyes shut.
Oh yeah. And you know what? I don't want to wake you. Right. I don't want to wake you. I'm not here to wake anybody.
Let the sleeping beauties have their rest.
They will wake up. And
when they're ready.
I've always been awake.
But I'll tiptoe right past you.
Just like, you know.
But sorry, I don't tiptoe. Yeah. I stomp right past you.
No, sometimes you got to pick up, because you.
Like, sorry, I didn't mean to make noise, but let me get by.
Let me get by. It's true, because you really have to get by.
Yeah, you got to move on. I mean,
time is not ticking, but it's ticking. And it's swirling, it's going. And the more you mind other people's business, the more you involve yourself in things that are not your kind of, like, people be staying in relationships and staying in friendships and staying at jobs where they don't want to be. And it's like,
did you really come down to earth to care about bills? Like, to care about your bills so much that you would torture yourself every day? To not even have enough money to live? What's the point of paying the bill?
That's why I'm so grateful that
don't listen to me. Always pay your bills, guys.
Right. that's why I'm so grateful that I chose the life that I live, that I'm doing the art of minding my business. I'm living in that. And I love the fact that I'm not the type of person that will be in the level of wasting time in relationships, like, or wasting time on a business idea, or wasting time on even an argument. Now it's like, I just don't. Why would I want to live in that energy? Exactly. I will only live in the energy of solution. If I'm going to deal with something and it's an argument, I only want to deal with it in a way that I can fix it. Exactly. Quickly. I don't need you in my face. Solution based. It's a solution based, and we're done. And I get to enjoy my life after that. Because when I associate with you Earthlings, it needs to be on a consistent basis of, you got something to do with a business idea, with this, you supporting something, you're doing something, you're actually of value to me.
And I to you as well.
And yeah,
I mean, I don't go at nothing without giving you guys something. Like, I don't believe in free things.
Yeah, I wish I had a spoon.
You know, I always like to reciprocate, and I think that it's nice to always feel what?
No, my lips. Like, I know it has nothing to do with anything, but
I'll turn it off if you can't.
No, I'll just move on. So I don't need nobody in the comments talking anything.
Anyway,
I see what my problem is.
You don't need no.
That's the thing. Women also, like, we see this thing, and I showed you like the dimensional way that we see ourselves is 2-dimensional.
Yeah,
and people see us in 3-dimensional. So it's like, oh, I need to stop seeing myself in 2-dimensional and just focus on what's important. It's not even all about that. It's the message.
Right.
That's why I say these people, they don't even know me. Why? It can't hurt my feelings. What happens from the outside, it's only what's happening in the inside.
I think with women, especially women do a lot of things for other women.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't really think about men. They think about the women that...
What the women going to think of me?
Yeah, what is she going to think about me?
Yeah.
They don't think about, like, what the man thinks about their outfit. They think about what the women that are going to be there going to think about their outfit. So even with, like, makeup, women who wear a lot of makeup, like, I feel like right now I have a lot of makeup, but I'm on television, on...
television,
online. I'm on a television, I'm on a computer, I'm on a tablet, I'm on everything right now. So that's why I'm like television, because I just saw the television. But yeah. When in reality, men like you the most in a more natural state, not with a lot of makeup, not overdoing your look. They kind of like it like real simple, and they just want you to be like cool and regular and like chill. Right? But women have this idea that all men want fake butts. All men want
all men long, do love little hair, little something.
But let me tell you something. What's the biggest thing that you just said? A little something.
They don't want a full stomach inside of our butt. That's
what I'm talking about.
Okay, I see.
They don't need it. And the guys who do like that, they like BBW girls.
Who still have
meat all over the stomach, the thing. They into the whole thing. Okay. So it's just like when you do that specific look, it's like it all becomes too much. It all becomes, because that's all social media. Because whoever told you to go put something in your butt? Nobody ever told you to go do that. That's not something that you think to do. Because even guys, like, women think that guys care if your boobs are fake or not.
You mean like if you have boobs?
Right. They do not care if you don't have boobs.
No.
The guys who like girls with big boobs gonna date the girls with big boobs.
Right.
The guys who's gonna
I think even if and it's a woman has small boobs and he's like, I like her personality, like this and about her, she comes
guys like small boobs.
And she's like, exactly. Like,
guys like small boobs. My boobs. Okay, my boobs.
My boobs.
When they were smaller than they are now.
What kind of show was this?
And
show?
No, but I'm talking about minding your business.
Right.
Like and everybody told me that they liked the way that I looked. But if I was worried about women,
hashtag small boobs,
right? But if I was worried about women, I would have been like, I need to go get surgery. I need to go because I want to look at her top.
Oh yeah,
the way her boobs look on her.
Sometimes I want small boobs. So it's like, yeah, like if I had small boobs, I would have had that one too. Like, yeah, so like women want small boobs sometimes. Like even big boobs want sometimes small boobs because you know why? They want to be in that outfit or something like that. Like people want smaller boobs at times, you know, and sometimes they want bigger boobs.
I feel like if you want big boobs, you kind of and you don't already have it,
right?
If you don't already have it, why do you even want it? It's because the best thing what they do.
It's for the okay. First of all, the
whole
thing
into best shape you can.
I think it's all for the man. People are gonna lie and say no. It's because I wanted to do it. No, you wanted attention from men, and you wanted attention from women. You want to show another woman like
you just wanted attention from everybody,
right? Because you wasn't getting attention. That's the reason why people get surgery.
Because that surgery, that butt surgery. It's so much attention.
So much. I'm even like
I gotta look at it.
I'm looking and I'm like,
and I'm not necessarily saying like, oh, she looks good.
No,
the only time I say she looks good is if it's like very small. When she does like a little bit, when it's like perfected a little bit, then it's like, oh, she looks good. But as soon as it looks fake, meaning even if it's too perfect, meaning if it's too big. It
comes down to the whole art of it.
It's just like,
and I feel like a natural body is so much better.
It looks better.
And the thing about it is, people don't have no patience because you're 30 now, right?
Yeah.
And you were just talking about how you feel like, oh, I wish I was a little bit smaller and all that stuff like that. I apologize for finding your business.
No, it's fine. I'm going through a fitness journey right now.
Yeah. So like, but. You could have been like, oh, I wanted a big butt. Like you wanted a big butt.
Right.
And you wanted boobs.
Right.
But you didn't know that by the time you turn 30, you will get your adult body.
Right.
How your body will develop as a woman now. And you even seen that. You're like, wow. Like, and even people who've seen you in person, they're like, oh, wow, you look good. Like your 30s, like, oh, you're looking good. Like, you know, like this is the thing. It's like people didn't have patience to see what their body will actually turn out to be.
Right.
They had no patience.
They didn't believe in themselves.
No.
And that's the thing.
You can help your body do a better job.
You got to believe in what you look like.
Yeah.
That's like why it's like, don't go out, especially if you're young and you go and put injections in your face and do all of this stuff. It's like, believe in what you look like. Like if you go to other countries and you see these other women, because in other countries these fillers and stuff like that aren't popular, and a lot of the women wear their face natural. Like if you go to the islands, if you go
it's the fruits, they're so good. I wish I had a spoon. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
If you go to the islands or if you go into Europe or anything where you see that the women are more natural, they don't really get things done to their face.
Oh my God.
See yourself.
That's when you mind your business. You don't really care what people see.
Right.
But it's horrible. That's not elegant.
They're still very beautiful and they're naturally beautiful and they're more confident. And I feel like when you put things in your face, you're so much less confident in my eyes.
Me too, because
it's like
every time
you look insecure
and you look like a robot, because everybody who has the same look can line up and say twin.
And it's like, I'm beautiful. Well, yeah, but you're like a regular beautiful now, because we got a bunch of yous. But then the somebody who's actually beautiful and is unique to their face, they have their own nose, their own lips, their own eyes, their own thing going on, their own cheekbones. That's their beauty. It's uniquely put together for themselves. It's so much more beautiful. It's like, oh, she's beautiful. It's breathtaking. Like I've seen women who are naturally beautiful and I'm like, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. Like, I think that about you. I think that about myself. I think that about Sanai. I think that about other women, where it's like, whew, you're beautiful.
Yeah.
And then there's some that do a lot, and it's just like, I still can't say it to you. And it'll be the little things that make somebody beautiful. Their eyelashes can make them beautiful. Their eyebrows can make them beautiful. So many, just like one little thing. And then the rest of their face is just pulled together. And it's like, wow, you're actually beautiful.
I like your tone.
Thank you.
Very beautiful.
Thank you.
And it's like, you know, and it brightens up your color. Like it's really nice.
Yeah.
You. And that's the beauty of it. It's like you choose your own style when you mind your business. It's like you don't pick up what everybody else is doing. You don't have the same kind of voice or conversation unless you partner with people and you like to connect yourself with like-minded people. But you have to be like-minded yourself. Like you have to have a liked mind.
Right.
Because some people's mind are not liked. Like, I don't like your mind. I don't like you.
But even if I don't like somebody's like opinions or how they feel about something, if they have good information, I was talking to my friend about that today. Like, if they have good information, I'll take it. Like, that's the same thing. Like, I feel like with people, how they feel, especially the melanated community, how they feel about Candace Owen. And I'm like, you don't have to like her politically. You don't have to like her in any other way. But you can't deny what she's actually saying.
And then also, like, with the things that she's saying, people are so negative that they will go straight into her love life to judge her for that. It's like, oh, you're talking about Black people should do that, and you're over there cooning with Trump, and then you're also cooning because you married a white man. And it's like, first of all, not like you guys are humans. We can like whoever we want to like. It could be any color. It could be any sexuality. We could do whatever we want to do. Clearly, you can see that this world is doing what it wants to do. And you're following what the world wants you to want. Right. Do. But at the end of the day, you have to be the one to make up your own mind on what you want to do. And I don't really understand why we choose to be in this energy. And all these things, when it comes down to, it's all choice.
Right. And people, but what I was getting to say with that.
Am I dragging it somewhere else?
Like, no, I don't know. You were taking it fine. But what I was saying was the truth shall set you free.
Right.
That's all I gotta say to you tonight.
I know, right? We were rambling, but not.
It was going.
It's rambles of truth and knowledge. It's like, for real, we're in this new age, and even my daughter knows, and her circle knows,
right,
that they have to be the one to make their own mind of who they want to be. And just because the media is saying that people are thinking this way and that you should do this, you don't really have to. Just like you don't have to really get the vaccine. It's just, it's there, but it's not like
on the shelf.
Yeah.
And they are marketing it. I've never seen such a good marketing. You guys need to know when you're being sold
help of the media. For the help of the media.
You're being sold a product right now. And you should never take anything that says it's for free. Just know that.
And you should make up your mind on what is right for you. You don't have to wait for somebody to explain something to you. You go and find out yourself. Right. Because you can't leave your life in somebody else's hand. They'll take it from you.
Right.
And they'll do whatever they want. So that's why you have to mind your business so that you can be the one that minds it. Like, you're in the mind and you're driving. You're the driver. You're the one that's steering the routes. You know where the route is, girl. And you're steering it. No, it's more than okay, because this world right now has been twisted to the, I don't even want to say left or right, because you can't say nothing now. You got to be careful for what you say.
And that's the corny part of it. It's all corny.
It's like, why do I want to be here?
It's corny. It's trashy. It's just, it's ghetto and it's whack. People are so whack. Like, I think overly emotional people are really whack. Like, hold yourself together.
Yeah.
Guys, let's men be men.
Right.
Women be women. Let's have a good time. Let's not complicate things. Like, why we gotta make it so complicated?
Why you gotta make it so complicated?
That's what I'm saying. Like, even relationships, we make them so complicated.
Yes, we do.
Because we like, it's like everybody's a masochist and everybody likes pain, and like we're all just putting ourselves through pain, and we like drama, and we like to be told that we're sinners and need forgiveness and just problems. Like, it's so draining and corny and
that's
tacky.
why, you know what? And life is not really like that.
That's what I'm saying.
My head is going up and down because it's not, my life is not like that. And my life is not draining because I don't live the life of the people that we're speaking about.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's why I don't like bringing those things, these kind of conversations up, because I want you to already know this so that we can talk about amazing things. That's why we
so let's move on to that
show.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right.
We bring people on the show, and then also within ourselves, we can just have conversations like that. I know there's a lot of people in this world that are going downhill, but there's a lot of people in this world going uphill. Like, they're going
Shout out
up.
to all the people going up and all the people who've opened businesses are going up with that. All the people who's moving forward, because that's definitely the route that I've been on.
So
you've been on,
season 2,
and that's all I've been on.
About that.
Like, and that's okay. So that's what I was trying to get to is like in minding my business, because we'll just say it in the last 5 minutes. In minding my business, I actually got a lot more work done in my business, actually launching a couple of things going on that, I don't tell my business. That's another part of minding your business. Don't tell your business. Let your business speak for itself.
Right. That's it. They're going to tell you about your business because it's already there.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, I didn't know you. They was like, oh, I didn't know you did this. And so I see this.
And also doing some real short-term, mid-term, long-term planning on my finances. And that has been really exciting for me, because those things I really didn't tackle so like seriously. And I think with women, and I want to bring this up, women, like, we don't get so serious about our finances until we get older, because we kind of can skate by doing whatever we wanted to do. And when it comes down to it, it's like, no, you got to get really smart about money. You got to get really good with, money. You have to know money. And I remember this guy, he told me a couple years ago, he was like, when I was younger, he was a really successful guy. He was like, when I was younger, the first thing I thought about in school was, what can I do that's going to make me the most possible money? That was the first thing. And then that's what I focused on in school. Because I was like, I didn't want to do what's the point of being in school so I can get money? What's the most money that I can make? And that's what I'll do. And that's what he did. And he made a lot of money and then moved on and made more money in investing. And that's really what life is about. Is just going at it strategically, making real plans, looking at your life long term and not just short term. And women, we kind of do the short term things. We love shopping, this instant gratification. It's like we can't be patient and know that we're going to be here for a couple more years. We still have a lot more time. What are you planning for that? What are you doing for that time that you're going to be here? Do you believe that you still be here? Are you planning to be here?
And if you are, live the life that you want to live. And it's like people just need to live that life, and there's so many
but
that
I have, and
like,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You
like,
speak
I have been on
others.
that whole thinking of it's just really been all about myself and just my financial future and what I want to create, the legacy that I want to leave behind. These are all of the things that's been crossing my mind. Family, obviously, husband, relationships. These are all huge, like that, huge things. All that.
Everything that's happening on in the background.
These are the things that's been going on for me right now. And I'm so excited and grateful and thankful that it's all happening.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. And
what about you?
Like, for me, literally, I think the same. My business is getting, I'm really taking my time with my business and really creating something that I enjoy, and I'm remixing it and I'm doing fun with it. And also with my real life, it's like I'm enjoying that. Like I'm enjoying who I am. And even with these braids, like I feel a lot more able to do so much more things because I don't have to worry about my hair. And
and that matters. That's a big
you know
thing.
What my biggest problem with this hair was like I didn't want to look young. I was like, with this hair, without my makeup, I look like I'm my daughter's age. Right. I'm like 13, 14, 15, 16. And I'm like, I don't want to look like I'm young like that. Like, and it's like, I don't actually want to complain about that because when I turn old, I'm going to be happy that you're young. And I'm going to look just like this. And I'm going to wake up like, wow, you didn't age a bit.
Right.
And anywho, so like with that, like, yeah,
I mean, your vanity.
Yeah. So it's like, exactly. So I am getting all this energy of loving myself with my hair and a lot of other things that's happened with me with my everything. Yeah. So I'm just happy of where I'm at, and I'm just really grateful to just enjoy that. And that's what I want to do with Nothing's Wrong. It's like definitely talk about enjoyable things and also things that you should be aware of. Right. How about that? You know, that's what.
And bringing more people on that can educate you guys, or just.
Or how about this? Like, we really want to have, like, I had a call-in. Like, I want to call. Yeah, I want y'all calling back in. Like, we're gonna have the hotline bling again. Right. Like, we need to have some hotline bling. We need to have some conversations with some people.
So we'll just put some topics together and let's get into that and see what you guys want to talk about. And so we'll do that. Yeah. Okay, everybody, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting us this evening. And if you are listening to us through a streaming network, what's up? Thank you for listening in. We really appreciate you. We do. Excuse the fireworks, but it was here to inspire, I guess.
People usually always tune in when we're about to tune out. It's like, we're out the door because we've been here too long. Yes. But we thank you for tuning in. And maybe you can rewind and watch the first live we did. And then the second live, which is this one. And we thank you all for tuning in. Hit up the social medias, Nothing's Wrong Podcast. Yes. Also, if you want to support the channel, you can also donate. You can hit up our Cash App. And $, Nothing's Wrong Pod.
Yes. You can definitely do that.
So you know what? There's one thing that you always got to continue to remember. Nothing's wrong. See you next time.
Bye, guys.
Oh, that's hot.